Hello, my love Pisces people. My name is Patricia. I'm originally from Brazil. That's why I have an accent. I welcome you to my channel with Despertar da Lilith, which means the awakening of Lilith. Today we will be reading for Pisces, for those of you who have the moon, sun, and rising sign in the sign of Pisces. And this reading is for the month of November. To make things faster, to make this video a little shorter, I already pre-shuffled, pre-selected the cards. I have not turned them, so I do not know what the cards are. The only one I know about is this card of an action that you have to practice in the month of November. But I do want to ask you if you do like this video, because it is the first time just for the month of November that I started posting videos also in English. Most of my following has been in Portuguese from Brazil. So if you do like this video, I would love to see your feedback either as a comment, as a like, hopefully no dislikes, and of course sharing my videos to help me. It's really important for me. I want to grow with you. Okay. And of course, if you do know somebody who speaks Portuguese, just wait for the next video, because it will be the Portuguese version of this video. And all the videos that I make, I later on save on my playlist. Okay, so there is a playlist for Pisces and other signs in English and also in Portuguese. All right, my loves. Today we are going to use three different tarot decks, two oracles, and then I'm going to start with this one. This is the action you have to practice in the month of November. You have to practice being funny. Okay. It says here, it's okay to clown around. Being able to be fun, to find the fun in any situation, to laugh and make others laugh, will turn you into a beacon of life. Of light for others, lighting their way back to a full life. You don't have to be a comedian. Play with innuendos, puns, double entendre, facial expression, body language. Enjoy and explore. So try and have more fun, and also try and see if you can make other people laugh, because you know what, you are very kind hearted people. So therefore you enjoy making people feel good, right? Because you also absorb the energy. So why not make people feel good by laughing, making them laugh? So therefore their light also spreads to your life, right? So let's see, we are going to start with your emotional life. Let's see how the emotional sector will be in the month of November for you guys. I have to tell you, this is a general reading. So for some of you, it will not, match with whatever you will be living, experiencing in November. But you know what? Don't feel discouraged. Just go watch the video that is pertaining to your moon or your rising sign, that you might be more in sync with those messages than this one. Okay. And of course, this is for any sector that you'll get involved emotionally. So it could be love, it could be family, it could be work. So let's see here. In the reverse position, we have the Strength card. In the upright position, we have the Six of Pentacles. And then also in the upright position, we have the Knight of Cups. So in the emotional sector, I see that you might have problems with somebody that has a Leo in their natal chart. It could actually be a Sun, Moon, or Rising, or even Venus, okay, and Mars. The reason why I'm saying that is that this card is related to the sign of Leo. It is a major current arcana, so it also has a message of courage and strength. Of you might feel a little down on your self-esteem when it comes to love and relationships this month, and you need to conquer that fear, and you need to find the courage to approach the people you love and express your feelings. You might be feeling like you need to control your temper or your desires or even your dreams when it comes to a relationship. And it may be a relationship for friendship, family life, work related. It doesn't matter. Okay, you just need to work on your self-esteem and be a little more courageous this month, because over here, of course, there is also the danger of you being a little too proud as well, because we are seeing the negative side of Leo, and Leo also talks about ego. So you might be dealing with, you know your own ego being a little too strong this month, and you becoming a little selfish, or you're dealing with people who are egotistical, self-centered. um, you might feel a little weak as well. So it's like a double conundrum, because it's like it can bring a little extra self esteem where you're acting a little like you're the center of attention and you want all the attention on you, and you might be a little too proud or too selfish. But also, it could mean that you are acting out this way because you're not feeling all good about yourself. You're having self doubt. You might feel like you also might need to work on the self discipline this month, okay, when it comes to your relationships. I don't feel like this is a huge problem, to be honest. It's just a little advice for you to not suppress your urges. If you dream about something, you want to approach somebody in love, just take the courage and do it. And of course, the advice here is also be careful with your ego, be careful with being selfish in your relationships, because the next card was the Six of Coins, and the Six of Coins is all about equilibrium, being fair, because we have the moon in Taurus, right? So it means you want more and more and more. The moon is like what you want and what you desire, like what you love, and you want a serious relationship. You want more stability in your emotional sector. You might even be thinking of marriage with somebody, okay? Because we have here the guy is holding the symbol for Libra, and also, of course, the scale is related to Libra, and Libra has to do, in astrology, with the seventh house, which is the house of partnerships and marriage. And but it also talks about justice, being fair, being, yes, you have to go for what you want in any sector of your life, but it's giving that you will receive. So, over here we have the advice, right, with the strength card in the reverse position, saying be careful with not being too selfish. You might be a little too selfish in your relationship, especially if it's with a Leo. But you have to think about giving and receiving. Maybe the person is the one acting a little selfish, you know but it doesn't matter. Find the balance in this relationship. It could be a relationship of work, because this card also represents partnerships. Um, but you only will get what you give. So if you're not feeling very confident, like you deserve more love and respect in any relationship, the world will actually express the same thing back to you. So in relationships, it's the same thing. If you act like you don't deserve love, or it's always your fault, or you are not good enough, your partners will act the same way towards you, like you are not good enough. So you have to change that. You need to find balance, okay? And this is also a karmic card, because it's giving and receiving, right? So whatever you give out, you receive. And so the universe is very generous. So think about what it is that you are giving out in relationships, in any sector. It could be work, it could be friendship, it could be love, whatever it is. Whatever you're giving, you're gonna get. So if you think you deserve better, then act like you deserve better. And over here we do have an offer of love and support coming your way, because it is the Knight of Cups and it came in the upright position. It could be you too, because here's the thing: you belong to the water signs, right? And the cups represent water. The knight isn't a young energy. It could be that you are younger than the person you are interested in, and maybe the strength card came to tell you to be a little more courageous and express your love and your interest. One that you are interested in. But also, it really could mean that somebody, wants to approach you, but you are, the way that you behave could be pushing people away a little bit. Like, if you're acting like you are, the center of attentions, that everything about you has to come first, and other people are not as important, which is a little egotistical, then of course people might be a little afraid to approach you, because the Knight of Cups, any suits, any cups suits are more emotional. They're a little more timid, that they are afraid. They don't have that fire in them to just come strong and say what they think and what they feel. So you might really want to be open to love, because there is people here interested in you. Okay. And another possibility too, guys, is that you could be involved with somebody, of course, a Libra or a Taurus as well. And but these two people, they would want something more serious, and they would want to offer something more stable. But perhaps you are really not feeling good about yourself, so you don't think you deserve their love and their attention. Whatever it is, stop thinking that way. Okay, just go forward. Think about that you can be the center of attention, just like a Leo, because Leos, they are ruled by the sun sign, the sun, and the sun put a spotlight on them. So they are creative, they are the center of attention. Maybe you need to be the center of attention a little bit, but you also need to, first of all, control your emotions in a way that it doesn't give out the energy that you don't deserve love, and respect, because you need to have a balance here in what you want and what you desire and what you deserve. So be open to love. You might be receiving also a message of love, a declaration of love, or somebody might come towards you. It could even be a friend or a family member, or even at work, somebody to come and support you, because you could also be feeling a little like down on your luck, or like you don't have the strength to fight something or to go for what you desire at work, let's say, or in a family life. And somebody might come your way and offer some emotional support for that as well. But overall, I feel like you could be feeling, you know you could have the luck of somebody coming your way, um, literally offering love to you, offering a relationship. Okay, so change your mindset. Know that you deserve love and respect, and don't be selfish, and don't allow anybody else to be selfish towards you either. Okay, you need to be in a balanced situation emotionally. Let's talk about family. So, all right, so we got the Three of Cups, which is a card of celebration, a wedding, a graduation, a birth announcement, the need to have more fun. We already got the card of you, funny. Funny is just one way of having fun too, right? So I feel like you need to try and find ways to have more fun with the family life, and with people you love, with family and friends. And you might be celebrating the birthday or weddings, even a graduation for somebody close to the family as well, or within the family. Over here, we have to be careful with the self-sabotaging. Like I said, when you get the Strength card in a reverse position, you could be self-sabotaging. Okay, you could be like not going after your dreams. May it be related to money, finances, or love. It doesn't matter. If you're not feeling like you deserve it, you miss out on a lot of opportunities. And over here we have the Eight of Swords, which is a card of self-sabotaging. It is a card of feeling trapped, like because of your fears, your way of thinking in a wrong way, or because you're not seeing things in the proper way, in a realistic manner, or in a more truthful ways, because you're trying to avoid reality. Okay, because the traditional image of this card is a woman with her eyes with a blindfold. Sorry, somebody started to using the leaf blower just right when I'm doing this. And so just be careful, because it is an illusion. Okay, whatever it is about your family that is causing you to not feel self-confident, like or not feel loved and respected within the family, it's not true. It is not true. You might feel like you're not, being supported by your family or loved by your family. But the truth is, you are. You really are. And over here, it talks about an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self confidence, and afraid to take action. Maybe you are the one, not acting like you deserve, or like people, deserve your love either. Sorry, I have to close the window because otherwise I'll be very distracted. Just give me 1 second. All right. Sorry about that. But that's what happens when you do broadcasting, right? Live broadcasting. So over here, we also have the card of justice, right? Justice, again, is all about being fair, not only with yourself, but with others. And also, it talks about Libra as well. And, it talks about being fair and having, making just, fair decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. So it also talks about having to make a choice, okay? Because the justice card is the number 11, and in numerology, the number 2, which is related to making a choice, right? You might be feeling like somebody's being unfair to you in your family, or you might actually be having issues with somebody of a Libra sign. Whatever it is, the issue that you have with this person is actually you being unfair to them. And the reason why I'm saying this is because the card came in the upright position, saying that this person is actually being fair to you. You're just not wanting to see and hear what they have to say, because you are vibrating in the energy of the 8 of Swords. Okay. And the 8 of Swords is you literally not seeing things for what they are. And because of that, you are being a prisoner of your own ideas, which are based on not reality, not having all the facts. Okay. It could be because you are actually afraid of looking at the truth of the matter. And maybe because you don't want to hear that people are actually right when they talk to you about something. So it is extremely important that you be just and fair in within the family, with the family environment. And also that you find that you try to focus on the truth and logic and being fair, and listen. This person, if you have a Libra person in your family, and they come and give you some advice, you need to hear them. I'm telling you, you need to hear this person. This person has your best interest in mind. Okay. And they could come and give you some really good advice that will help you find more balance and happiness within the family environment. Okay. So um, be careful also, because this month we have Mercury retrograde. Mercury rules our intellect, the way we think, see things, and speak about it. Okay. And when it is something wrong to people who are actually trying to help you out. So this is a month where we need to go deep within, because Mercury is retrograde, is going to be retrograde from October 31st up to the 20th of November, and it will be in the sign of Scorpio, and it is the month of Scorpio. Therefore, it's important that we think about, deeply, think deeply about our emotions and our, psychological side of things, like how does it affect our mind, and are we acting from our childhood? Why do we think and feel this way? Are we self happy also in the fact that we got from past traumas? It really is a month of deep reflection, deep traveling it within. Okay. And then you cannot make any important decisions while Mercury is retrograde. I would suggest, if you do have to make an important decision, do it at the very end of November or beginning of December. Okay. Because of the shadow time also. Let's see money and finances. Let's see. Okay, with money and finances, we have the 6 of Cups, making you feel a little nostalgic about better times when things were easier financially. Maybe you had a job that you really liked and you lost it, or maybe you had it a little easier, like you didn't have to struggle so much with money. But It also could mean that you're not being very mature about your financial life. You're not taking responsibility. You're not accepting that things are not that easy, that, now you're an adult and you have responsibilities. So you have work responsibilities and you have bills to pay. And that's not something that any person ruled by Neptune, like you guys are, right, wants to deal with. You don't want to deal with the practical side of life, which is, going to work and making money. You want to live in a fantasy world. You want to love and be loved. You want to be spiritual. You want to live, expressing your love through art and dance and music. That all of that is wonderful, but you know what, real life is hard. And this is a moment for you to grow up even, okay? Grow up emotionally when it comes to your financial life. It's like you need to be more mature in order to succeed in life financially. You might, be celebrating a little too much when it comes to your money, like spending too much money with, like I said, with things that give you pleasure, like going out dancing or drugs and drinks. And we know that you guys like to do that. Who doesn't, right? But it may be a little too much. It may be a little too much. Another reason that the three of cups can be showing up here is that you might be going out this month in particular to celebrate, and you might spend a lot of money that can give you some hardship financially afterwards, okay? And so be careful with that. Another possibility is that you might be a person who is involved in a love triangle, and you might have kids with different women or different men, but most likely for a man, okay? Like if you're a man, most likely you have kids with different women, or you have two different relationships and you have a kid with one, or you're divorced from one, so therefore you have to give part of your money to that kid, or to as a child support or a alimony money. And therefore, you might find it a little hard when it comes to money this month. But whatever it is, be more watchful and more careful and more mature about how you manage your money this month, because unfortunately you might have some bad news when it comes to money and work even, okay? If you have a job, you could be acting a little immature or a little too emotional at work, and celebrating a little too much with coworkers, or maybe drinking too much and showing up at work not feeling part to the task, not feeling, not acting like you are good for like your performance can suffer, and then you might lose your job. You might lose opportunities to even get a job or making money, or you might also have delays, okay? If you're expecting some good news pertaining to a job or a promotion, either way, the news that you might receive when it comes to money this month is not going to be good. So this is why it's so important for you to mature and be more frugal with your money, more careful, more, manage it right, and try to avoid celebrating too much. You can still have fun without having to spend a lot of money. There are a lot of free good stuff in life, like going to the beach, for example, which is something that does you a lot of good internally, right? And you can go with the love to the beach with your loved ones. You can go to the supermarket and buy some drinks and put in a little cooler, so you don't have to spend money buying food and drinks at the beach, so you can save some money. So you just need to be a little more practical, because you are not being practical with your money, definitely not. And you might be a little too stubborn as well, not accepting guidance or advice when it comes to money and jobs. And you might be acting a little selfish too, or resisting compromise, like you don't want to make sacrifices, like you don't, maybe you have something that you like to buy with your money, and it could be like partying, buying drugs, drinks, or whatever it is, okay, that you like a lot. And you might not be wanting to make sacrifice and letting those things go. And therefore you might have debts to pay this month, or you might be hit with a big bill to pay, because you didn't want to let go of that. Cut costs. cut costs. If you do, like, for example, I have to say this because unfortunately, there are a lot of people with strong Pisces in their chart, and they do love to use drugs. Okay, they really do. Please don't hit me later with bad comments, because I'm not being judgmental here. I'm just talking about truth. Okay, I love Pisces people. They're some of my favorite people because I love how sweet they are and how emotional and how spiritual. But I don't like that a lot of them love to spend time in the fantasy world, ignoring some of their responsibilities, even not being very practical. And some of them do love to use drugs and alcohol to escape from the realities, the harsh realities. Me being a Capricorn, of course, I don't like that, because I want to help my friends, get in charge of their financial life. I like to fix things and I like to be practical. So you need to learn from a practical person like me, and listen to the advice, because you need to get your financial life in check. You gotta get organized. You gotta be a little more responsible. you know Stop making babies with so many baby mamas, okay? Do whatever it takes so you don't have to spend a lot of money later on with things that you don't like, okay? So if you do a lot of drugs, maybe you need to cut down on the cost, and maybe not use so much drugs, this month, or even drink whatever it is. Could be something very stupid, right? Well, like video games, whatever it is, you will have to make some sacrifices this month and be a little more responsible. Get off your ass, and face reality, because over here, we have the strength card in the reverse position. So obviously you are feeling a little scared of reality, scared of things in your life right now. And this is not the time of being scared. This is not the time of hiding in a fantasy world. This is a time to finally face all your troubles, all the things that you haven't done right, and fix it. We have Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn. Capricorn is the most practical sign. It's the manager, the presidents, the CEO. They don't have time to be wasting with fun and drugs or love and drama. They don't have time for that. And especially with the energy of Saturn, which is the father of karma. Everything you do will come back to you threefold. So it's like, if you don't take responsibility for your financial life right now, it's gonna hit you really hard pretty soon. And if you have financial responsibilities because you decided to have babies with a lot of people, or you drinking too much the night before, and then you get to work and now you cannot perform well at work, that's your responsibility. That's your fault if you lose your job. That's your fault if you get caught up smoking weed, let's say, at work. I know somebody who got fired from their job, the only job that they had, because they are a Pisces and they were smoking weed at work. I mean, and they have, they are exactly this situation here. They have two baby mamas, and a girlfriend. And so now he's unemployed and he's struggling with money, and he can't even pay for lawyers because the baby mama number one is not allowing him to see the child. I mean, this is his fault. He needs to mature. So I'm saying that for some of you, this might be the same situation here. Okay, of course it's not going to be for everybody. Not all of you are irresponsible. I know some Pisces people who are great. They're very organized. They are very responsible, but they are that way because they do have a lot of earth elements and some fire also in their chart. But if you have a lot of water in your chart, you become very lost sometimes in your emotions and your daydreaming, and you got to watch out for that. Okay, let's see what the oracles have to say to you guys. Oh, how pretty. So over here you got the black bear, and the word is guardian. Okay, and it says here, gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Remember, you need confidence and you need to recognize your power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. So, this is more like an affirmation for you to say to yourself in the morning when you wake up every day, looking at yourself in the mirror deep inside of your eyes. You have to say that. It's like you are asking your guardian angel, and I know it is your guardian angel because you also got Michael here, which is the archangel of protection. I'm a devotee. That's why I have Archangel Michael here, because he's the one that protects you from negative energies, even your own negative thoughts that make you make bad decisions in your life. So you don't have to be worried because you are safe. Okay, Archangel Michael is saying, "I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and your home." So over here, you really it really makes you think about maybe you need to be talking to your guardian angels more. Maybe you need to pray more. Maybe you need to light up a candle and make a prayer, and ask for protection from against your own ways of thinking that are wrong, that also sabotage you. Because here we have the Eight of Swords showing that the way you're thinking is wrong about a lot of things, that you are being guided by fear, and you're sabotaging your chances of being happy, right? You're making bad decisions, unfortunately, because of fears and trauma and whatever it is that is going on in your mind. Take off the blindfold from your eyes. See life finally for what they are. See people for who they are. And then you will be able to make better choices because now you have all the facts. Okay? If you keep hiding, in your fantasy world, ignoring the facts, you will always make bad decisions. Even when it comes to love, you will get involved with people who are not good for you, people who can cause a lot of trouble later on. And even if you're a woman, you could also be making babies with many different men because, you get involved with this person. This person is not a good person for you, and they're not even a good father. And now they're out of your life. And then you get involved with another person. And the same thing happens again because you're not having self love and self respect. You're not going after what you love and deserve, with the strength card in a reverse position. So you have to have a little more pride. Have a balance. Don't let the ego give you too much pride, but also don't not have any. You know what I mean? You have to be proud of who you are a little. Find a balance. That is extremely important here, okay? And yes, do look at yourself in the mirror in the mornings and say, "Gentle and wise protector, give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me." So, yes, ask your guardian angel for protection and help. They are there for you, but you need to call upon them, okay, guys? I mean, seriously, you do have love and support even from the spirit world here. I see that. But you guys are still, I don't know, getting lost a little. Put your mind in the right place and make better decisions because you do have everything to be successful in love and money and family. But I do see that you are acting on some wrong ideas about the way you see things and people. Okay, so you are being your worst enemy because the Eight of Swords come when people are being their worst enemies, and that's why you make bad decisions. Okay, so stop doing that to yourself. You deserve better. All right, guys, this is it for today, for this month of November. I might post more videos in English in the future, but if you do like this video, I would appreciate if you showed it to me by liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting, okay? And of course, wait until things happen if you're not completely sure that this is the truth, okay? I like people to wait and see. And of course, I might not be the tarot card reader for you, but maybe I am for somebody else. So I would love if you could share this video as well. Okay. This will be saved on my playlist. And of course, if you also understand Portuguese or know somebody that knows Portuguese and they might be beneficial, be benefited by this reading, I will be recording the video in Portuguese right after I finish this. Okay, my love. God bless you, protect you, and don't be afraid. You are better than this and you deserve better. I love you guys. Take care. Until next time.